Right then, this is Rueben. Ruben's 20-year-old and he's just bought a Porsche, but let's have a look what kind of Porsche you get for £2,500.
Wow!
So, it's no 911, but the Porsche Cayenne, although it started off as a very undesirable model when first launched, is actually becoming more and more popular. Obviously, if you've subscribed to our channel or watched a few of our Overland videos, we are building quite a few of these into off-roaders, overland vehicles, and that's why Rueben, after being on a few trips with us, wanted to do his very own. So, this is a Porsche Cayenne. It is the wrong engine, 3.2 litre petrol, VR6. So, admittedly, they sound awesome, but whether it's got enough torque to actually pull the skin off the Yorkshire pudding, I'm not sure. Yorkshire pudding? Rice pudding. Rice pudding. But all jokes aside, I think for how much he's paid for this, he's got quite a bit of a bargain. So ignore the milky headlights, that's quite a common issue. Ignore all the silver trim, that's going to go. He's got plans to de-chrome this. We've got the classic diarrhea brown interior, which is very nice, with a bit of walnut. Just what you want from a Porsche. This is nice. We've got factory blinds. Somebody spec'd them up from new. We've got a little bit of condensation in the rear lights. As far as I'm aware, that's pretty common as well. Someone in its past life has put an S badge on there, so it's technically an S replica now. So according to the previous owner, this exhaust system is off the GTS model as well, so maybe it's a GTS replica now.
It makes really fast.
Tint-wise, I'm not sure who's done the tints. Stevie Wonder by the looks of it. I'm sure you'll sort that out when you're Rueben. I'm picking up a lot of the bad things, but like I said, for £2,500, he's actually got quite a good bargain here. Bodywork-wise, it's all pretty tidy. We plugged it in. I think the only fault code that's actually coming up is a lambda sensor, which should be an easy fix. The first job's going to be a decent service. Obviously, tick that off, make sure it's all done for peace of mind, even if it says it's been done in the service history. A car this old, you can't exactly trust it. And then we've got some tasty upgrades for it. So, we've gone with the fuel cycle wheels. These are the 17-inch. So, because this is the 3.2 and the lowest horsepower model they made in the Cayenne, it's got the smaller brakes. I believe they're 330mm. But that does allow you to fit 17s. The higher horsepower models with the 350mm calipers are a minimum of 18 in most wheel designs. There's a few that fit. This is wrapped in a 285/70/17 Davanti all-terrain tyre. We've used these before on our Touareg, pretty good. We like them. Pretty quiet off the road, pretty good on the road. I think this tyre size equates to a 32.6. So not quite a 33, but it does mean there's a little bit less chopping to the sills and stuff like that. And then all the obvious stuff that we normally do to these, lift kit, I think he's going to be removing the rear exhaust, probably going to have light bars, ditch lights. So I'll stop taking mick out of him, we'll let Rueben crack on with this in his own time. It's going to be quite a slow going project, but obviously we'll try and speed things up in the video. And who knows, we might unravel quite a few more problems when we got on the ramp. But hopefully, for Ruben's sake, this is a good one. So probably what seems like a couple of months, to be fair, it probably is a couple of months since we last did an intro on this video. Originally, this was going to be quite a fast-moving project. We had quite a lot planned in quite a short time frame. A few setbacks in terms of the bumpers and stuff like that, which we'll get into a minute, meant this has kind of dragged on longer than what we wanted it to. So I'm not entirely sure what footage you've already seen in this video, but we'll have a quick look around Rueben's KN, what's already been done. So it's quite obvious, we've got some big wheels on there, fuel wheels, 17-inch, some nice big tyres. These are the Touaregs, 285, 70-17. I think they equate to about 32.8, if I can remember off the top of my head. So not far off a 33. We've got the lift kit on there, the Overland decals on the side. We've got a tent box. We did a custom exhaust on it, which sounds absolutely ridiculous. So we'll put a sound clip up of that. Obviously you can see we've already cut the bumpers, preempting for the tubular bumpers. I think Rueben had a light bar on at some point, but again, that's now been changed a little bit to work with the new bumpers. So, again, after many months, we have now got the 955 tubular bumpers ready to get fitted to this KN. So, front tubular bumper, we've got all the skid plates in there, nice Darkside logo, fuel vents in there as well. Not that relevant for this. We've got holes in the side which usually feed the intercoolers. This being a N8, it hasn't got an intercooler on there. The rear, we've got the receiver hitch, we've got some recovery points on the back as well, which should look pretty good. So yeah, looking forward to see what this looks like. Like I said, this is the first 955 KN that we've done a tubular bumper on. We've done a few 957s. These are going to be listed on the website, but more importantly, before you want to buy one, you want to see what it looks like. So let's get these on. So the 955 bumper is done. I think it looks pretty good. We got it finished up on the Saturday. We ended up going through Saturday night and camping just before a show on the Sunday. Got pretty good reception at the show. We put it on like some little stands and people looking around it. Yeah, what do you think? Do you think it looks pretty good? Do you think it suits the 955? Obviously, it's not all about looks. It is about usability as well. So we've increased the approach angle around the wheels. Obviously, all these steel guards are going to well protect that front end now if ever it does actually go off-road, because I think at the minute he's probably been through a small puddle and that's about as much off-roading as this has done. So it'd be good to get him out now. I think he's pretty much ready. Obviously he's done all the mods in preparation for it, so yeah, he just needs to go out and use it. As you've seen on the time lapse, we've not just done the front bumper, we've done the rear, so let's go and have a look at that. So we've changed it up a little bit on the rear bumper on these. We've tried to make it a little bit more modular. So you've noticed this hasn't got a wheel carrier on there, but rather than welding the bracket actually onto the bar, we basically made it so the brackets for like the wheel carrier, or even these like eyelets, basically bolt together, and you've got a nice thick recovery point there. Like I said, you can bolt on, we've made it so you can bolt on the bracket for the wheel carrier. So yeah, it's a bit more modular. It means if you buy this particular bar and you do want to add the wheel carrier in the future, you're not having to obviously have it all repowder coated, welded and stuff like that again. You'll be able to just buy the carrier piece on its own. So that's pretty good. Nice big receiver hitch on there. So if we want to tow with it with a drop plate, or obviously just use it as a recovery point, or perhaps even just receive a wheel carrier or something like that if you want to do it. Possibilities are endless. The rear bumper and the front bumper are listed on the website already. So if you've got a 955 and you like the look of these, have a look. Shipping should be pretty competitive worldwide. We have sent a couple of these bumpers now. I know one's gone to Italy, a couple around Europe, a couple to America as well. I think we've sold some of the 957 stuff to a customer in America. So going pretty well. Hopefully you'll like this video. If you have, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one.